Good day, God is love. Hope everybody's well. I know it's been a little while since I've done a live video, but I truly want to feel inspired by the Spirit, by God, when I decide to go live and share a message with the group. This week, I'm going to be celebrating love and marriage. One of my best friends from high school is getting married this weekend, and I'm blessed that he asked me to be one of his groomsmen. So I'm really looking forward to that. This will actually be the third time that I've been a groomsman at a wedding. So I've truly been blessed in that sense. So in the spirit of that, I wanted to briefly talk about love and relationships. So I'll admit that's something that for a while I've struggled with in my life. And, I think I finally found someone that's right for me. We have our good days and we have our bad days, but I'd say what the thing is that we keep in our relationship that allows us to be consistent and allows us to stay together is we keep Christ in our relationship. We've actually I've known her for about 7 years now, and we've had stages where we've split apart, we've gotten back together, and I think this time what we're finally doing right is we're putting God in our relationship. We do have days where we have disagreements and things we don't see eye to eye on. And in the past, I didn't keep God in our relationship, and it really caused a lot of tension and trouble for us. So, this time around with God front and center, it seems like we're able to work through things that we weren't able to work through before. And, I do hope that we stay together and we keep God consistently in our relationship and have a happy life together. And, that's my message to all of you is any relationship that doesn't have God in it is usually doomed to fail. My parents stayed together their entire lives until they both passed away, and they had their disagreements and times where they didn't see eye to eye. And what always kept them together was their belief in God, and their belief to come together in the Spirit and allow God to be part of their marriage. I'll never forget that my mother had this picture that she kept in the house. It was like a poem that said, if God wasn't in a marriage, it's doomed to fail because a marriage takes three. But that really is true. And some of you may ask, when should I give up on my marriage? When is it time for me to get out and look at other options? Well, technically, marriage is a lifetime commitment. And technically, you should try to work through any problem that you have. I know divorce is something that a lot of people end up doing. And, it's sad that the relationships can't work out. But technically, when you make that commitment in a church in front of a pastor and you promise each other that you're going to be together for life, that's a commitment you make to God and that you make to yourselves. And that's a big reason I haven't made it yet, because when I do get married, I want to make sure that it does last for a lifetime. And I want to be willing to address any hardship or obstacle that comes across our path, because it is a promise that you make to each other and to God that you're going to stay together for the rest of your days and honor Him with all that you do. And I think a lot of times that instead of looking at what God thinks we should do, that a lot of people rush to divorce because, it makes sense because maybe you're cheated on, maybe you have an abusive spouse or something like that, and there's circumstances that don't always have a clear-cut answer. But technically, when you make that commitment to God and yourselves, marriage is supposed to be for a lifetime. And the way you allow it to last for a lifetime is that you keep God front and center. And that's my wish for my friend, that he can have a life of love and happiness with the woman he's going to marry, that they can keep God in the relationship, because that's the only way it'll last. And that's my message to all of you. It's hard some days, I know, but with God, we can overcome anything, and with God, we can make any relationship work. Hope everybody has a great day. God bless, and I'm praying for all of you.